Bishop Matthew Kukah slams federal government for absence in his community, a symbol of nationwide neglect. Bishop Matthew Kukah of the Catholic Diocese of Sokoto has sharply criticized the Nigerian government, revealing a glaring absence of federal presence in his community. In a recent interview with Arise News, Bishop Kukah highlighted the severe lack of essential services and infrastructure provided by the federal government to his region, painting a stark picture of neglect. Widespread neglect and disillusionment. During the interview, Bishop Kukah expressed profound dissatisfaction with the state of affairs in Nigeria. He described the environment in his community as exceptionally challenging, particularly for those from marginalized and underdeveloped areas. This dissatisfaction is shared by many Nigerians who reside in remote regions where federal support and infrastructure are sorely lacking. Kukah's criticism underscores the broader frustration felt across the country. Many areas, especially those far from major economic and political centers, suffer from inadequate government intervention. This absence not only stems development, but also intensifies the sense of neglect among residents. Minimal expectations from the government. The bishop comments reflect a deep-seated disillusionment with the government's capacity to deliver basic amenities and support to its citizens. The low expectation he harbours stem from the ongoing neglect of his community, which has yet to see significant federal development initiatives. Kukah's position as a prominent religious leader and advocate for social justice adds weight to his criticism. His remarks come at a time when there is a growing public frustration over the government's failure to tackle pressing issues such as poverty, insecurity, and underdevelopment, a broader issue of national neglect. The lack of federal government presence in Bishop Kukah's community is not an isolated incident. It highlights a widespread problem affecting numerous regions across Nigeria. Many communities continue to grapple with poor infrastructure, inadequate health care, and limited educational opportunities, perpetuating a cycle of poverty and underdevelopment. In his poignant remark, Kukah noted, "Nigeria is a heck of a country, and because of where I come from, my expectations from the Nigerian state are quite minimal. If you go to my community today, there is no single sign of the presence of the federal government of Nigeria." The situation points to a larger systemic issue within the country's governance, underscoring the urgent need for comprehensive reforms to address the disparities in federal support and ensure equitable development across all regions. These are one of the things where we say people wey dey for the south they shout for. Marginalization. You dey neglect some parts, you dey pay some parts attention. That is why they say treat everybody equal. If you treat everybody equal, if they do for you, they do for you, they do for you, people no go come outside when they make noise, they sing for your ear. At least you go be say, okay, then they do this one right. But this one, the federal government, their own sin, their own sin, they too plenty. Do things right, no. Nepotism na then get am. Tribalism na then get am. Favoritism na then get am. Wetin be this? Ha, now what? All of you saying that we should complain to our members who are representing us in various capacities in the government. How many of you can boast of government developmental presence in your community? You're only good in condemning ideas from others. My own be say, this way Bishop Kukah talk, it is a lot of people's reality. You get some people will be say, it goes shock you. Say, if you go to their community, the basic of the basic, what am I saying? This thing where people be they do, will be saying they go some community, they go give them water. Water, oh, clean water, boil water. Now some people don't get, you think of something as common as water. Clean water, people do not have. No, that time you can't the reason. If water no can dey there. Say electricity go can't dey there. Shebi go can't dey ask questions, say, how come? My sister, now some people reality be this. And it is not, this one is not a matter of, that because Senator sit down. No, this is some people's reality. President will sit down for 6, that time we say people they complain, we be saying now, he's supposed to do something about the situation. Regan Kukah highlighted federal government neglect to other marginalized and underdeveloped communities, but reactions are only focused on his community. Do you expect him to care for that community? Of course not. I go start from where I know. I know they live for other communities now. Me now, you see as I don't generalize my own, say, make federal government, they do waiting, make them start to treat everybody equally. You dey do for north, do for south. You dey do for south, do for north. You dey do for northwest, do for northeast, do for southeast, I mean. You dey do for southwest, do for southeast. You do for northwest. Make everything wey you don do wey dem dey call development, make as e dey there for. If not, if you go here go shout you get a hospital for here, the other people go say we get for our side too. No be say you go talk say we get hospital for here, this side go say we no get we no even get this thing, we no get better school. E no good. E no good. Kukah, you are the only true man of God in Nigeria who speak the truth unlike others who are saying they drank tea with God. Why are people like this? They drank tea with God. Remain blessed, sir. Not only in your community, sir. It is everywhere. In my community since inception. No road, no light, no hospital, and many more in this 21st. You know this, yeah. That is why me, I dey spread down if I dey talk. Of course, Kukah go talk in your own community because now your community, now you know. Now your community, now you know. Bishop, I think there is a local government administration and state government to blame since the creation of your community and not the federal government. Please hold them accountable. They are your brothers. Yes, while I'm going to support this, but he also needs to. You get some things where we say if the federal government no get the attention of, they no go do it and they no go do it. Make we tell ourselves the truth. In as much as yes, even government don't come outside talk say, the one they give local government money direct. Me, I feel say that is a ploy. You get government, waiting government won't do. We say we no know of. That's the way they do. They not set up. Okay. This bishop cannot accuse the federal government directly just like that. Rather, he should hold his House of Reps member and senator accountable for the lopsidedness. It is wrong to expect Tinubu to come directly to your community. How many committees will he intervene like that? Tinubu should also be holding those people responsible as well. If you're a leader, you should hold people where we say let's say you be president of a committee of a society organization. Let's say now you be the CEO. You suppose hold heads of departments who are accountable. Be God bless you. Heads of department will not do well. You go do it in. You go hold them accountable. If they no do well, you tell them why. Those one when they go back, they can't go hold their own subordinate. That's why they be. That's why they now when you raise them, they go say, why make this person they talk like this? And I know they work. You understand? You go charge them up. If you went, I go charge your subordinates. That's so then they do. To whom much is given, much is expected. For long and for years, the federal government has pocketed the lion's share from FAAC and has exclusively to itself. More so, Tinubu single-handedly removed fuel subsidy and devalued the naira and plunged the populace into misery. So it is not out of place to have accusing finger pointed at the federal government. More so, it has been so before this government, so FG shouldn't be indulging in this deflection to state and local government. That is not an excuse to exonerate the state and local government. True, it is not an excuse. You go hold them accountable as well as three of them. I go federal, state, and local government. You don't go leave anyone. You go hold them accountable. All right, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.